Schedules. Schedules are somewhat of a precursor of what a team could look like, the outlook of a team, uh, of where fan bases engage in predictions and say to themselves, we could win this game, we could lose this game, we could have some success. Or sometimes they may say, man, that's a tough schedule. But how about I tell you about Jackson State? And when they release this schedule, I hope there's some changes. And I'll chime in. Today's show is brought to you by Booked and Busy Talent. Booked and Busy Talent is a full talent agency that doesn't chase deals, they create deals. Clients receive counsel from strategic management consultants who have worked at Google for former President Barack Obama and in the healthcare industry. Their cross-industry business knowledge has helped them secure groundbreaking deals for their clients, such as first-team All-SEC gymnast Darian Go-Burn, the undisputed queen of the four, and Jackson State University two-sport human highlight reel Malachi Wyman. What are you waiting for? Get booked and busy today by contacting them at bookedandbusytalent@gmail.com to set up a future client consultation to get your NIL deals rolling. What's good, everyone? This is RawTruth Media, giving you the raw content that you deservedly need. Peace and blessings, good energy and synergy to everyone. But this topic has been on my mind since last day, and that is the Jackson State schedule. And it started by the release of Grambling State's schedule. And when I looked at Grambling State's schedule, I was impressed. It's not an easy schedule. Matter of fact, I think it's a shame that Grambling State has only 4 home games. Luckily, they travel well, and they're a historic team that has a great fan base. So they're pretty much like, they'll make it do what it do. But now to Jackson State, I want to see their schedule be tougher than last year, in my opinion. Now, it doesn't have to be a juggernaut schedule. I would like it to be. But I know it's not going to happen realistically. We already know that Tennessee State's on the schedule. That's easy right there. And then the Orange Blossom Classic is on September 4th. That's an on-conference game. That's all set. And then after the Tennessee State game is the Grambling game, which will be a tough matchup physically and mentally as well, because Hugh Jackson knows how to call plays. But I want to see something different. I don't want to see any D2 teams on the schedule. Y'all seen it last year. And I know a lot of folks have said, well, you got to play hard no matter what team you play against. But these are human beings. This ain't a video game. Players can feel bored and feel like, well, I'm playing against this weak team. So I'm not going to just waste my time. They think about this. Now, they won't say it, but most times there's teams that scoff off smaller competition. I don't want to see any D2 teams. I want to see matchups where the players can just play a full game. And if it's a blowout it's a blowout because offense and defense is playing well. That's what I want to see. It doesn't have to be extremely difficult. Again, it could be a regular Southland Conference team. It could be, if it's FBS, it could be a Sunbelt team that's just average. You don't have to go in the Big 12, SEC, and schedule a juggernaut. Sunbelt, MAC Conference, Southland, and the FCS. And would I like to see a North Dakota State on that schedule? Absolutely. But I know that's not going to happen. But I would love to see it. Win or lose, I would love to see it. Because the most important part is, since Jackson State is accumulating all this talent and 5 stars, 4 stars, and impactful players, you got to make sure that very talented and skilled players go up against matched up talent. The objective is always to get your best players, your most talented players to the NFL. Because the high school players looking on will see their resume. We'll see how they do. And I know this is going to be accomplished. I know a guy like Travis Hunter will be drafted high if everything goes well, of course. He's compared to Charles Woodson, the best recruit Jackson State has signed in the modern day time of recruiting. And I'm saying modern day because I know Walter Payton was the ish back then in the 70s. Like, he was that dude. But I'm talking about modern day, so no one gets confused. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see any just cupcake schedules. I've talked to a lot of Jackson State fans, and they agree with me. Now, they understand that there are some teams that won't do a home and home. And it's all about bringing fans to the stadium. And Jackson State produces more when they're the home team. Statistics point that out. So I can see a point where if a team doesn't want to go into Jackson, they have to settle for less. But you don't have to go that low. You don't have to go D2 low. I remember last season when they were playing Delta State, before they played Delta State, they were trying to, prep everybody up to go to the game. And that game didn't do numbers like it usually does. I think it was like 22,000, if that. And that's because nobody was trying to see a D1 FCS team go against a D2 team. They weren't trying to see that. So for homecoming, it doesn't have to be, again, or a special event at Jackson State. It doesn't have to be an extremely tough team, just somebody different in the FCS. I mean, shoot, Portland State. I mean, Jacksonville State, somebody different. That's all I'm asking. Better yet, how about a better idea? How about scheduling South Carolina State? That rematch needs to happen. And it needs to happen before the Celebration Bowl. I would do it. But I just won't stop there. There's a lot of stuff that Jackson State can do with this schedule. It can be just balance. It doesn't have to be a juggernaut, even though I would like it. Even though I would like South Dakota State, North Dakota State, Montana, James Madison, even though they're going into FBS, but they're kind of in a tweener school right now. Just mix it up. There's a lot of good that JSU can do, but we'll see. Can't wait for the schedules to be released. This is an exciting time, the renaissance of college football, HBCUs. This is the place to be. Also, I will be doing an interview with a 6'5" wide receiver DB, DeAntoine Brown. This was a good signing by Coach Eddie Robinson Jr. The link is going to be on the description box and comment section. So click on the link, hit the notification button. This is RawTruth Media giving you the raw content that you deservedly need. Peace and blessings, and I'm out.